Hello, football fans. Well, 1 week down, 17 weeks to go, and yes, week one started off with this crazy ending to the Chiefs Ravens game. The Chiefs won by a literal toenail. I mean, I saw this happen. I thought he had it. Then they showed a zoom, and that toenail was like out of bounds. Isn't that something? Of course, I already posted about it on TikTok and got a lot of views. Thank you, everyone, for checking it out. And yeah, it was just wild. Of course, game two of the season was the Packers in the spotlight, and it was a great game. Wonderful for me on fantasy because I had Saquon Barkley on fantasy. Of course, while it sucks seeing him run on us like that, it helped one of my fantasy teams out. Of course, I have to talk about it. Yeah, so Jordan Love went down, and oh man, thankfully it was only an MCL sprain. He'll be back this season, and well, originally supposed to be 3 to 6 weeks. Though I'm being told the Packers are hopeful that he'll only be out for a month. He's not on the IR because if he's on the IR, then he'll have to sit out a month. But well, it's good. It's pretty much week to week. It's week to week. We're definitely gonna check him out, and if he's, and the second he's good to go, he'll be in. Though we're gonna start Malik Willis this upcoming Sunday, our next game, which is at Lambeau Field, and yeah. So and of course the first NFL Sunday was just amazing as hell. We got an upset already. Patriots went to Cincy and just beat the Bengals like that. My goodness. So yeah, and major congratulations to Gerard Mayo, first win. His first win as head coach of the Patriots. He's the first black coach in the team's history, and he's 1-0 this season. So congratulations to him. And of course, the Bears' number one pick. It was kind of rough for him, but the Bears did win it, though. It was mostly thanks to that defense. The defense did things, did a lot of things against a rebuilding Tennessee Titans team. So I kind of knew the Bears were going to win. But the Vikings, I thought the Giants were going to beat them. I don't know why I did, but yeah. So yeah, and let's talk about the Bills. So yeah, the Bills beat the Cardinals. First off, everybody beats Arizona, but people are wanting to anoint Josh Allen because he came back and beat the Cardinals, a team that even UFL teams can beat. Let's get one thing straight. Let's remember the fact that he was way behind that team at the start. Okay, yet people are putting it on a pedestal for fighting hard to come back and win. I swear, if this was Lamar Jackson who did the same thing, he would get buried for barely surviving against a weak team. That's how hideously racist football fans are. It's ridiculous. Josh Allen is a fraud. And watch when the season commences. He's gonna miss Stephon Diggs. He is. I think he ran Diggs out of that team. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, speaking of Diggs, he showed out 2 touchdowns, which is what happens when you play with a real quarterback named C.J. Stroud, who was the Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. And yes, I have him on fantasy. I'll start him eventually. But yeah. So that happened, and the Dolphins, after Tyreek Hill had to deal with racist cops, the Dolphins still won a close one against the Jaguars on a last-second field goal. I was hoping for overtime in that, but that didn't happen. So that's some of what happened on the early window. Oh, and the Steelers won with 6 field goals, so they're 1-0. The only team in the AFC North to win because the Browns got trounced. Yeah, Dak Prescott got his long overdue payday, and he earned his money. Well, he did and he didn't. He didn't really have to do much because the Browns were happy to collapse upon themselves like they always do. Well, especially Deshaun Watson. Oh, boy. That idiot. He's an idiot. And the Browns are idiots for giving him all that money. Oh, speaking of that game, That game marked the debut of Tom Brady as a talking head. That was his first game on call. And a lot of people are kind of saying, well, he was awful, he sucked, this, that, the other, da, 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 da. Here's my take on it. Could Brady have been better? Could Brady have been better? Pardon. Yes, he could have. He could have been better. But was he as bad as horrendous as a lot of people say? No. You don't really expect him to just have it like that and snap a finger week one, right? Give him time. He'll get the hang of it, and I would think he would because he's on Fox. Fox has a Super Bowl this year, so that means he'll be on call with Kevin Burkhardt because that's the top team on Fox. But Dallas is one up. They got their quarterback for another 4 years after this, so they're pretty much good. But as far as winning the division, I still kind of have Philly winning the division, but who knows? A lot can change. The first Sunday night game was the Rams and Lions. They that was a classic. That game went to overtime, and remember it's regular season, so it still has that old rule where a first possession touchdown wins it. But and the Lions won the toss, got the ball, never looked back. It's a good game, of course, which is no surprise. I mean, the Rams and Lions are two big playoff contenders. I think they will be there when it all is said and done. That after that first January of first Sunday in January, they'll be there. I really think they will make it. And Monday Night Football was take two for Aaron Rodgers. We finally got to see the fifth play. Of course, as we all know, it was 4 plays into last year that the injury happened. But unfortunately, Santa Clara beat him again. And without CMC, which is kind of damning to the Jets, because the Jets, some people say the Jets are going to win the division. I don't know about that. With the Bills and Miami existing, of course, I have Miami win the division because the Bills are going to suffer without Diggs. So, yeah, that was a pretty interesting and eventful opening week. Rodgers finally got to play a full game. He threw his first touchdown pass to his former Packers cohort, Alan Lazard. We saw an upset this week. The Steelers look good. And here's hoping the Packers, we get through the games without Love. I think Malik Willis will do well in his first start with us. So, that's week 1. Here's what's in store for week 2. Week 2 begins tomorrow. I mentioned the Bills and Dolphins. They play each other. That's on Thursday night. That's the first Amazon Prime game this year. Big AFC East battle. That's gonna be jockeying for position. The Ravens will look to get back on the winning track against the Raiders. The Packers host the Colts, who Houston beat. Cowboys host the Saints. The Jets go to Tennessee to play the Titans. Rams are in Arizona. Steelers are in Denver. Bengals and Chiefs play each other. Sunday night game is Bears-Texans. Monday night game is Falcons-Eagles. A battle of two kind of strong NFC opponents. I have the Falcons winning the division, and I don't think that one loss is going to dampen things. So that is my recap of week 1. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. My story, recapping week 1, is featured. Check it out when you can. And if you do check out that link, the links to other stories connected to week 1, the opening day game and the Sao Paulo game are featured in that story. So check them all. And I'll be back in a few days to talk some baseball as we're in September and the pennant chase is going on. It's going to be a hell of a football season. I just know it. So stay tuned for all of it.